afternoon, Mario. Thank you very much for coming for this interview. So I think before we get started to talk about the topics both of us interested, could you please give us introduction about yourself?
Yeah, I'm a pianist from Spain. I've been living in Shanghai nearly 7 years. But before, from 2013, I was often coming to China to play concerts.
Yes. So when you were here in the very, very beginning, have you ever encountered any kind of a culture shock or any kind of a interesting culture experience? I mean, as a foreigner, it's probably you feel a little bit confused or feel like you don't understand what is going on.
Definitely not shock. I think everything was very smoothly, and the Chinese people in general are very welcoming and very warm, and they make things very easy for us.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, there was like for me, like I mean, because I've been in many cities, so I had like a lot of experience, like with friends, with like audiences, also like another like Western friends. Yeah, I think I couldn't say one like, but I had like some like very meaningful concerts.
Okay.
For example, one was like in 2018. I went to the Gobi Desert.
Ah,
Yeah. So I ran the 100.
It's Gansu province,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
Okay.
From Dunhuang. So
Okay.
I ran the 111 kilometers. It was
Right.
like 3 days, and like everyone else. But at the end, there was a piano waiting for me, so I have to play a concert.
In the middle of the
desert. Yeah. So it was kind of. I mean, it was like a very, 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 very amazing.
I hope that it's not at the middle of the summer, because in that case,
Yeah,
that is you feel like it.
Yeah, it was just at the end of August, which was not probably the hottest there, but still quite hot during the day. The performance was in the night, and there was like a kind of experience because the piano was like came from Dunhuang.
Okay.
And in the way there was like that in the track. So when the piano arrived, it was like a half broken, the pedals and the main thing didn't work, and I still have to play. So yeah, I tried myself. Okay,
but you at least I think you're the one of the few pianists in the world has ever played piano in the desert in China. I think
not many people did that. And also after running the 3 days, the 111 kilometers, because it's like a super hard.
Yes.
It's like extremely hard.
It's a marathon, right?
It's not really a marathon because you don't have to run, but the weather there, the conditions are really, really extreme. So when you finish, if you finish the 3 days, you feel absolutely exhausted, you're dehydrated, you lost like 3-4 kilos in that period. Yeah.
I think I heard or I read somewhere that you really like a marathon, right? So
yes.
So what is the common ground, or do you think there's a common ground that you run marathon that help with your career and as a pianist, or also the vice versa?
I haven't run marathon from the last couple of years, but I plan to back again in a couple of months to run. And yeah, I started to run marathon like around 2016. I think it helped me a lot to not to think. Why? Because musicians were always like thinking, about like many notes. But when you are like running, like a long distance, you have to run like 42 kilometers. There's a point you don't think. You just enjoy the, let's say, the pain,
Enjoy the pain. I thought that you were being.
So you cannot think anything. Yeah, but also there's very similar with the piano, because when we play like a solo recital, we have to play like for a very long time, like 1 hour and a half. And it's kind of a marathon because the physical resistance, the mental resistance, and also we need to like breathe,
Yeah.
like when you are running. Yeah. So I think it's kind of similar,
Yeah, I remember last time when I visited your concerts that because you do your solo concerts and you played non-stop for how long? 1 hour and a half? I think.
Yeah, over 100 minutes.
So after that, I was immediately realized why you run marathon. I think that both if you run a marathon for that long distance, or and you you play your solo piano that also lasts for 1.5 hours. Probably it's all requires some perseverance. Like
Yes.
it's you push yourself to the extreme, and you never know where is the how to say the limit, but you try to explore your potential, right?
Yeah, but you know, also life is like a marathon. It's not like a short run.
It's not like sprint, right?
It's not a sprint. So life is a marathon. So I think it's good for everyone, not just for musicians or for like a pianist.
Yeah, I think so. I think sometimes there's just like it looks like sports and music. Some people find it's irrelevant, but when you really do, you can find a lot of common grounds in these two activities.
Because when you run, the best is you start to run at one piece and then maybe slowly increase, but not too much variation. I think in life sometimes boring is good, you know, sometimes every day doing short, you know, same things. That kind of discipline is good for us.
I think actually the reason like why we need what you said like boring, the sometimes is
Boring,
because
really
the voice makes the excitement more valuable. Like these two words, even though they're in a contrast, but they both possible to exist because the other side exists.
Yes.
I always say it's like we love the weekend is only because we have the weekdays.
Yes.
Imagine if we take a holiday like every day, then holiday does not exist.
Yeah.
So I think that's a little bit like Chinese philosophy yin yang. It's like the contrast that they can reach the harmony and then always coexist together.
Yes.
I think this is probably also true. We find a lot of things in life as well. Okay, so I want to ask you, so I know like you travel to different places in China, right? Like how many cities? You probably have been to more places than I do.
I don't know, but I think I've been almost everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, performing, I mean.
Okay, so I guess you, besides your performing times, you probably also get a chance to visit the local city and meet some people there. Have you ever quite experienced the very diverse culture of a different Chinese city, or you think everywhere it's the same?
Oh, definitely not the same. I mean, there's like some common things, you know, like people like go to the concert, they're usually like, there's a lot of like young people.
Yes.
Yeah. Not only because students, but also many like around 30, 40 years old music lovers. Yeah,
yes.
Which is kind of good, I think. Of course, there's senior people, but I think I find in some places people are even more welcome, even more like enriching. Yeah.
Okay.
For example, I've been like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I was in Tianjin.
Right,
yeah.
Tianjin.
And after the concert, you know, always you have like some audience. They wanted like a signature talking with you. But at that concert, after that concert, there was like people even follow me talking, you know, in the street. Yeah.
Okay.
And very very nice people, and they were also asking me, oh, can I invite you now for dinner or something? Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So have you tried the different cuisines and different cities?
I like spicy food, so I'm very okay if I go to Sichuan or I go to like Hunan. Yeah.
Okay.
But I also love like Shanghai and also like Guangdong. Guangdong
Okay.
cuisine is really special. I think most foreigners they like also Guangdong because I like
it's very light.
Yeah, I like a lot. Like we Spanish, we like to eat like seafood.
Right.
And there's a lot like seafood there also in Shanghai.
Okay.
But I think Spanish and Chinese people will have many common things.
What do you think? That the common perspective.
First, we are like a very very warm people.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we are very nice to each other. We are like, you know, when we eat, you know, in Spain we have like a tapas. We share the food, you know.
Right, right.
We are not like that's my dish. Yeah.
Okay.
We share the food. It's like in China.
Okay.
So I think for me it's very easy also because I'm Spanish, and then we are like very similar in many things. I also think in China, because the cultural background, you know, because have like a very like 5,000 years culture. So I think we are very Western people. We are very curious and we want to learn a lot. And you know, I've been in China already 7 years, so I managed myself to learn Chinese. I still need to improve a lot, but I try. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was very curious about the culture, about the language, about everything. So I'm like a learner. I want to learn. So I think for people who we want to learn, it's very easy to adapt.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think I know you have a very successful career so far in China because you travel, as you said yourself, you travel to so many places in China, and you build this like professional relationship with the musicians and the music institute or everywhere around China. So do you think that there is a special aspect of building relationship in China, or you think actually fundamentally, people are people? So even it's building a professional relationship, but there's also some like common grounds in building relationships.
Yeah, as you said, people are people. Yeah. In China, you need to socialize, meet one by one.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes, for example, Europe, sometimes you don't meet someone. Go to business, you just meet online, Okay. But in China, you have to meet someone. We usually in China, we like eat dinner together, talking together, face to face. Yeah. In China, many people like to work together.
Right.
Yeah. And I think I like that. Even if my career as like a pianist is like many times it's like a solo. Also, sometimes I cooperate with other musicians. But I like that thing about cooperate together. Sometimes you don't have to compete with other people. You just have to cooperate. Yeah.
Okay. Then I think I will ask you the last question because I think it's this year, right? You're being given the title as the special ambassador to promote Shanghai to the world tourists or the audience.
Oh, yeah.
So then I think it's going to be very helpful. Maybe this is coming from you. Let's say I have ex-band friends coming to Shanghai, like say next week, and can you give me like 3 recommendations in terms of where he should travel to, or what kind of thing he should try in Shanghai?
How long is your friend going to stay?
Okay, that's a good question. Let's say 1 week.
1 week.
Okay.
Okay. First, he or she should try stay a little longer, but only 1 week. If only 1 week, definitely can enjoy a lot of things. It depends also your friend's profile. Yeah, if he's coming with a family or alone.
You're very thoughtful.
Yeah, because
let's say a single person which is only come here for 1 week, stay 1 week, only stay 1 week because for work.
He or she could start like going like Yuan because it's so special place, so beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, and of course because in Shanghai the good thing is we have lots like a mix of modernity and tradition.
Right.
So he can or she can enjoy like modern buildings like Lujiazui.
Okay.
Can go to Shanghai Zhongxin or like Shanghai Pearl Tower. The view is absolutely amazing,
Okay.
And also can go like close to here, like the French concession. Just walking here around, it's such a wonderful environment, and can enjoy like a lot. Many Western people like cafes.
Yes, I think Shanghai has maybe I don't know how many coffee shop, but probably it's like top 3, if it's not top 2, around the whole country, right?
Yeah, surely more than Spain.
Well, maybe where is your favorite coffee? Which one is your favorite coffee shop? Do you have your favorite one?
I like the small ones.
The independent coffee shop.
Yeah, you can find around here. There's no seat inside. You have to have the coffee outside.
Okay.
And of course, if your friend is here in Shanghai, need to enjoy a lot food. That's very important. Need to try like Shanghai cuisine, like xiaolongbao, hongsaro. I also can try like Western food because we are very lucky. In Shanghai we have like amazing like French, Spanish, or Italian food. Yeah, even better than sometimes I think better than we in Europe.
Oh really?
Yeah, we have lots like a Michelin restaurant here. And if your friend have time, maybe can go outside a little bit, can go like some old town.
Okay, like Zhujiajiao?
Yes, for example.
Okay.
Yeah, or like maybe if you have someone can drive here, your friend go to like Wucheng, like 1 hour and a half from Shanghai.
Okay.
Or even go to like Jinshan or many places. Yeah, many places. But if your friend is like inside, is like a kid, maybe can go to enjoy Disney. Because I'm not a kid, but I like Disney.
Really?
It's amazing park.
Okay. Yes.
wonderful park, and also can do a lot of shopping. We have like a village there for shopping, like international brands.
Right, shopping.
Cheaper.
Yeah, it's the one that's close to the airport, right?
Yeah, that one.
Right.
You know, so many things to do in Shanghai.
I think so. It's like a one-stop for everything, right?
Yeah, but the most important thing I haven't said yet, we in Shanghai, we have lots like cultural offer about exhibitions. And of course, as a musician, I have to recommend music concerts.
Right.
We have like here Shanghai Symphony, we have like Oriental Art Center, we
Right.
have Shanghai Grand Theater, we have Shanghai Concert Hall, we have Shanghai Beiguatang. We have so many concerts here in Shanghai. So it's like an international multicultural city.
So I think it's putting one sentence like there's only something you cannot think of. Anything you can think of, Shanghai has the offer for you, right? It's like, okay, I'm sure that I will pass this recommendations to my friends, and I think he will have a lot of choices from you, and especially it's not only from the Chinese but from foreigners. Okay, thank you very much for the time.